Just about Rico Lewis, I know he's still very young, but how good do you think he could be? And where do you see him moving in centuries, maybe be, I don't know, number 6, like Rodri, or number 8, like Gordon? How do you view it?
Yeah, I can play in every position, so smart. I said many times, the players, when you ask to any player, what is your position? No, I play holding midfielder. No, I play winger. No, I play that. Rico play football. If you put in one position, he knows exactly what he has to do. He's so intelligent. And you know, he's playing because he's playing really good. So the game against Inter, again, against Chelsea when we play. So all the games I've played so far, always have been really, really, really good. So that's why I think, honestly, he deserves the minutes that he has.
I think one said you'd like to have 10 Fernandinho or something, because he could play in. Is that sort of your ideal?
Yeah, I would like to have a 2, you know, a little bit taller, that his mom and dad don't give him this attribute. Yeah, he solved it for other aspects. He always wants the ball. He's so intelligent defensively. He's aggressive 1-against-1. And yeah, he played one of the best wingers in the league in Europe, and always has played in 11. Of course, for the condition physical, could play more in the central positions, the midfield players, you know, for his dynamic intelligence. He can arrive in the final third for many things. But, you know, defensively always is a really, really good defender.
Yeah. You obviously play loads of massive games against the top teams every season. How many of those do you think you go into thinking of playing pragmatically from a tactical perspective?
Well,
yeah,
all the time. We are so pragmatic as a team. Look the results. The people think have a build-up, have a lot of passes, or maybe not good long balls or transition. We are not pragmatic. Pragmatic? We are the best team in the world being pragmatic. Look the numbers. We won a lot. No, because at the end, be pragmatic, what does it mean? Related in results, right? Not in how beautiful football and this kind of stuff. I don't believe in that. I believe in being pragmatic. And we believe in the way we play. We are unbelievably pragmatic. The best, I would say. I'm sorry. That is the truth.
And obviously the home record's been amazing throughout your time here. But previously there have been results like the Leicester game, and the Wolves game, the United game, where you've lost quite dramatically.
Yeah.
But that's not happened over the last 2-3 years. What have you done to that?
Yeah, maybe you're right. Maybe it's not going to happen on Sunday, but you're right. The game against Inter, sometimes in the previous season, to create crazy, to score. At the end, the chances we have in the last minute, we were solid, quite solid. So, Inter de Milan, I faced a team like never faced in many, many years, like being so deep, we were able to make a transitions. We were so deep, it's difficult to make a transitions. We were so deep, it's impossible for a long ball to run 40 meters. This is not counter-attack. Have to be a previous passes, a previous dribblings. When they are there and you are pressed transition in 2 seconds, they were Barella, Chanaloglu, only in one to have the ball, make tac, dribble, bastone it up, and after they run. I never seen a team like that and make a suffer being good. We were good and would set to avoid these transitions, but they were able. That's why sometimes I say when this happened, give me credit to Inter de Milan, not because we were wrong. And you're right, sometimes when we were there, we came crazy, we lose the control, transition, and lose 0-1 or 0-2. The games against Leicester, what happened 2-6 or 1-6, I don't remember, or 2-5, and what was in the early moments of the season. I don't think it was in the, maybe United, I don't know which game you are thinking about it, but normally when I arrive in January, February, I think we will know what we're playing for. Sometimes it cannot happen in the beginning of the season. Still come from the holidays, still we are sometimes a bit naive. But yes, so this kind of games, so our expecting goals against Inter was much, much higher than them. So of course they have a good transition, but more about the quality they have. Still I'm concerned how we can do better, create more chances when teams defend so deep. This is always my dream, my target. So defend 8-9 players in the 80-yard box, okay, how we had to do it, how way to find a little spaces to do it and avoid the transitions. Because with the bigger space, everyone has spaces. Bigger spaces is there and legs. And this everyone can do it. But when defend so deep, because we are good in the build-up and defend away, or because the opponents defend, for example, like Madrid last season, Inter de Milan, the way. You know, if we arrive in the final against Madrid and we're not able to go to a penalty, we were not good enough to attack against that team so deep. Against Inter, not good enough. We have to create more. And this is what we are looking for. And I think on Sunday, in some moments, it's going to happen how good we can be. That's why also in football, you have a chance to get better, to do it better. You know, analyze Inter to get better from Arsenal, and Arsenal we get better for Newcastle, or what for Newcastle. Because this is what football provides us. Always you can do better. And that's why still we are here. You know, a part of the titles. We are here because always we can do better.
Pep, you said there that you're a pragmatic coach and a pragmatic team. Have you ever set a team up to go and get a 0-0 draw in a big game? Have you ever instructed your players, look, 0-0 is a good result?
Sometimes, yeah. When you play shit. Sometimes it's a good result. When the opponent is better, sometimes it's a good result. But I think there are a few managers in the top level, 6, 7, that they go to the game thinking, go for 0-0. You know? But it doesn't mean to win deep or long balls or being here, we are going to play for 0-0. Never, ever. I don't think, and Mikel knows that I'm not going to play for 0-0. I know he's not going to play for 0-0. But sometimes they defend deep because you are better. And sometimes you create a lot of conceded of chances because they are better. And it's not much complicated than that, accept it. You know, it's a good way to, as a club, as a team, grow up. That most, for example, the people say, we're going to play a game, no? And, have been a disaster, No, we are not a disaster. This day, at 4 p.m., start the game. In 90 minutes, the opponent was better in that game. That means we are bad. That means if we win, Arsenal is bad. It's in that game, we were better. And it happened. Sometimes it's sun, sometimes rain. It's not a big issue. During the season, you can say, it was a bad season. It was a bad. But the performance says some people, it's a disgrace. It is a disaster. It's unacceptable. No, during 90 minutes, one bad afternoon, we were better. But I would say, I'm sorry to be sometimes arrogant, I want to defend my club, especially in these modern days, like everyone is expecting to be not relegated, to be disappeared of the earth, of the face of the earth, you know, in the world. So I would say that we have better afternoons than the opponents. You know, we had better days than the opponents. That's why we win a lot. It's not much complicated to understand that.
I could have just asked you, at this stage of the season, for the last few years in particular, opponents, rivals have looked at City to see if there is any lack of hunger, to see if your team is satisfied with what they've achieved. You've won your first 4 games, you've seen the evidence on the pitch, but what evidence have you...
The opponents know still we are there.
Have you seen the evidence?
I love the way we run in the pressing against Inter. Inter are unbelievable in the build-up with Bastoni, Soma. Soma is a quality player with the feet like our keepers. Unbelievable quality. It's difficult to press with that, and we were so up, so good. And after they link with the Thuram and Taremi, and after Lautaro, how difficult it is to win that balls. And Ruben and Manu, they were there unbelievably aggressive. And I see the team, I said, that guys, they surprise me. I feel amazed, you know, how they still, after many years, they do what still they're doing in every single meme and every single game. And after you have 25, 20, 30 minutes, like Brentford destroyers in 70 possession, it was maybe 0-2, 0-3 probably. The chance that they had to 0-3, yeah, but after, bad 25, 30 minutes. But you can have 30 bad minutes, right? And after you make a good rest of the minutes, the second half was really brilliant against Brentford. So it's happened. So that's why I'm so optimistic. I'm so pleased with the thing I saw against Inter. In just seeing the game after and right after in press conference, with press conference after the game, sometimes you are confused for the emotions, for what happened. Sometimes I have to make an analysis for the game. Sometimes I'm wrong, but I don't have that feeling in that moment. I don't have feeling right now.
Last one with Sam, please, guys.
Talking about the pragmatism, I remember, I think it was your first season when Jose Mourinho was at United, you asked about him being pragmatic. But you said, no, we're pragmatic as well.
Yeah.
But in this country, we are used to it being parking the bus, trying to get a 0-0 draw. But obviously for you can be pragmatic in a different way. Because it's not about the results, it's about the plan. So for you, what is a City pragmatic performance? What does it look like for you to be pragmatic?
Start 95 minutes, the opponents have to defend in their box. This is what I want. Do you know why? Because the ball is far, far, far away from Ederson and Stefan and Scotty for our keeper. When the ball is closer to my goal, now I am trembling. And they consider counters like, yeah, it can happen. But I prefer when the ball is there. For me, that is to be in terms of pragmatic. So, but I would believe, I said many times from 9 years here altogether. So I would believe to be in setbacks for a long time there. And after make one transition, score a goal, I swear to God, I would do it. I would do it. I want to win desperately. I live better and everybody's happier and everything is much better. I completely believe. And when I defend deeper and that because long balls with Havertz, we don't win and they attack quick, we have to defend deep. What can I say? Because he's taller, the ball for Raya is better, they win the second balls, they go too good for the second balls, you have to defend deep, you have to. I don't want it, but we have to. So the uncomfortable things, you have to do it. But so when the people say, no, Pep, it just talk about how beautiful, no. Not even in my periods in Barcelona, not at all. So I can talk that to being pragmatic. There's no manager better than pragmatic than me. I'm sorry. We want more. Being that way. So how should I change? So it's difficult for me to change it because the results are there. For the money, yeah, of course, yeah. For many things, yeah, of course. But the results are there. So that's why we are continuing to do it and try to, in this idea, getting better. So always we can do better even in that way. Knowing that the opponents count. So if you let them, Arsenal, you let them play, you accept that, they make a build-up. They allow time to come, or Timber, or Alex, or whatever, the player there, to make a structure in the middle, have moves good in the pockets. You are good pressing, long balls, they win the second balls. And they drop you. In the final third, they have the ability to play 1,000 million passes and find the pockets and find the right space. If they can run Martinelli, Saka, Odegaard, Trossard, and whatever. So they are top team because all the departments and the team has to be solid. They do it. They are good in that. But at the same time, we are good too. So we have to try to, our strength, do it and avoid and create the weaknesses of the opponent.
Thank you, guys.
Okay, thank you.